Now that's what I'm talking about. Errol Spence, Terence Crawford have agreed to fight July 29th, Las Vegas, T-Mobile Arena, guaranteed $10 million each, two-way rematch clause. Brilliant. That's what boxing needs. Said that in a previous video. You need to go back. It was a Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia video I'd done, and I said this might set the precedence of getting these big fights made, because it was the fighters that spoke amongst themselves. They wanted to get the fight done, and networks got involved, and they all worked together. And I think this is the way it should be done. Fans need it. Boxing needs it. Great fight. So happy this fight is on, man. It's been a long time coming. It needs to be done. The fact that there's 4 world champions in one division, I think Lomachenko touched on it as well, is ridiculous. So we need to get an undisputed champion in each division. Man, what news to wake up to this morning? Mike Coppinger reported, broke the news this morning as I woke up. So July 29th, Las Vegas, man. It's on. Errol Spence Jr. versus Terence Crawford for the undisputed 147-pound titles. I mean, how do you split them? I mean, it's a great fight. It's, like I said to you, boxing needs it. So this is what we need. We need this, and it's great to see. God, it's one of them fights that Terence Crawford might be the slight favourite in this. I don't know, but the resumes. I mean, maybe Errol Spence has got a slightly better resume. It is a pick and fight. But like I say, it's fantastic for boxing. I think this is exactly what boxing needs, and I'm so happy that it's over the line. Now all we need is the heavyweight undisputed. But now we need Fury Usyk, and what we're hearing is that's still in talks now for December in Saudi Arabia, and even a great fight like Wilder Joshua on the undercard or co-main event, whatever it may be. I mean, what an absolute brilliant start to the year in terms of the second quarter of this year for boxing. We've just had Haney, Lomachenko. We've had Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. We've had Liam Smith, Chris Eubank. We've had great fights with Canelo, John Ryder. Do you know what I mean? We've had some absolutely fantastic fights so far this year. And if boxing wants to survive and needs to stay on its feet with all this influencer stuff and the UFC and whatnot, I mean, you hear the complaints all the time on YouTube and whatever, and Instagram. It's the UFC, they fight each other. And it's easier said than done in UFC because they're all under one umbrella. But in boxing, you've got networks here and networks there, 7 promoters, 8 managers here. They're scattered all over the place, and it's hard to get deals done because everyone wants the best deal for their fighter, and everybody wants a piece of the pie, whether it be an advisor, a manager, and whatnot. Networks, promoters, they all want a piece of that pie as well. So it's harder to get deals done in boxing, but the fact that this is getting done, this is absolutely fantastic. Great news. 2-way rematch, so the loser of the fight against Errol Spence and Crawford can activate that rematch clause within 30 days as well. So we might get the rematch, and if the way these two fight, I think it's going to be a cracking fight, a barnstormer, and it's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. I'm so happy the fight. Boxing needs this, and this is what I'm talking about, man. Absolutely fantastic. So happy. Like I say, now all we need is the heavyweights to get it on. Usyk and Fury and every other sort of like. I mean, the featherweights. Mick Collins fighting for the world title, and you've got Lee Wood trying to get his world title back. You've got Robsy Ramirez and the Brandon Figueroa you got down there. So this, again, the featherweights can do it, and they're all fighting each other all the time. They're playing hot potato with their world title. So it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Hopefully we get a featherweight undisputed. It's happening. Hopefully this is the president of, this is what I'm saying, after Brian Tank and Garcia, they set precedents to get the work done. Just the fighters talk amongst themselves and then say, listen, this is what we want, and then it goes out and get done. Fantastic. But the question is, as you know, leave a comment, tell me who wins, Errol Spence or Terence Crawford. Let me know.